Yeah. So anyway, back while we're fucking around with this, that was
What are you eating there?
I got some diabetic pizza. Yeah.
Sweet.
It's got chicken, and we were gonna do bacon bits, but apparently we're out. But yeah, and it's buffalo chicken diabetic
Nice.
pizza. A whopping
Smooth.
like 3 carbs and a half a pizza. It's pretty nice.
How does that go with Crown?
Not bad, dude. I like it. I'm down.
Well, what's in the Crown?
Little Coke Zero.
All right.
Yeah, kind of like those Navy kids with the little, doing the. Oh, I got you.
Oh God.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, episode 32. Coming to you back from my home finally. Wait, I'm not on the road for once and don't have to have a weird background and shitty internet connection. Yay! Yay me.
Wait, did you just say episode 32?
Yeah.
That's 23 backwards, dude.
Fuck. Well, it is going to be a scary episode. I will say that. Foreshadowing. Yes, foreshadowing. I half expect this episode to get silently removed and shadow banned without me even knowing, and then I'll have to re-upload it, just like when I posted the 5-minute video about how to play along with our death pool. Like, yeah. What the hell? It just disappeared. I never got a notification, no nothing. Just gone.
Yeah, I think they're finding it easier to just delete the sensitive material than to notify you that they're going to take it down. Because then you can appeal it, then you can cause a scene, you can message them, and they don't want that shit. They're just like, yeah, we'll just take it down. Hopefully they won't notice.
And not only that, it's little things and big things. So, it's kind of like that sock that goes missing in the dryer once in a while. You're like, hey, what the fuck? Like, I had a match to that sock. What the hell? And you buy an 8-pack of socks, and 6 months later, you're like, where in the fuck did the other ones go? I'm only down to 1 pair. I got three socks out of the 16 I originally had. That's kind of what it fucking feels like. It's like a little troll in your dryer just jacking socks from you.
Pretty much, except this time it's Mark Zuckerberg's algorithm bots, which I think is scarier than underwear gnomes.
Yeah, very well could be. So you again, if you guys have been following us or watching this in the past, first off, like, share, subscribe as always. Make sure you check us out. We are on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts audio wise. Also on YouTube and on Big Bucket Entertainment on Facebook. That aside, Tony's been the victim of Zuckerberg several times. I never really dove into it, Tony. I didn't realize how easily you can get kicked and have suspensions, and I am breaking a lot of policies of Facebook's with just my normal account that's been around for 10 years.
Yeah, and that's why I made my backup, because I was tired of every time I'd get a ban, it would just get longer and longer. It's like, well, I need a backup now so I can screw around on Facebook when I inevitably get banned. And then I'm like, well, screw it. I got a clean slate with the burner account, so I'll just use that to post the offensive stuff, and I'll try to keep my main one clean. And that's worked out pretty well for the most part here until like, I don't know, a few months ago, when all of a sudden if I'd post something offensive that would get taken down, I'd get like 3 days to a week to a month where I couldn't do certain things like, comment, join groups, etc. Sometimes use Messenger, sometimes or not. They'd hit my burner account, and then the ban would trickle down to my main account. Like, I wouldn't get a notification on my main account, but I would be restricted without it. It'd just say, oops, something went wrong. Oops, something went wrong. But that's it. Like, it never said, hey, sorry, we screwed up, or hey, sorry, we know you have a burner. Nothing. It just said, oh, something went wrong. And it would last exactly as long as the burner account. So I've tried to actually make a third burner account a few times now, and it's lasted about an hour, 5 hours, and then one lasted 3 days. So that's as far as I've gotten with it. So it's getting harder and harder. Like, they're cracking down. Actually, I've been talking to some people in one of the groups that I get flagged a lot for, because we post really offensive memes in it. Obviously, that's the main thing that gets flagged. But some of the people in there were a part of some groups a few years ago that were so big, so massive when these restrictions started getting handed down, that they make it so hard. Like, one person I talked to said she's had 26 accounts. That's how much
Jesus.
they are cracking down on it. Yeah, it got to the point where people were actually selling.
What the fuck is she saying to have to go through 26 accounts? I want to know this chick.
Yeah, some of it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it's pretty damn is dark. So yeah, she said that in this old group they were actually selling emails and burner accounts to other people just because they were so desperate to get back on. Like, you'd have to actually go get a burner phone just so you had a phone number to get into Facebook, because just making a burner email to make a burner Facebook does not work anymore. You actually have to have a verified telephone number to go along with it. And that's where we're at now. Like, it's getting bad. Like, that
I remember
group,
when
that
it was
person,
like the Sopranos and the Mafia that had to go through burner phones. Now it's just Facebook trolls.
No, yeah, now it's just meme lords. Meme lords have to get burner phones to get back on Facebook. Yeah, and that main group, like, this was like an offshoot that I'm in, that basically we've resorted to just a massive messenger group where we share the stuff now, because you can still get away with posting the offensive stuff, uncut, unedited in there without getting flagged. But I'm pretty sure they're watching that too.
Yeah, so I'm glad you mentioned that. I was reading an article today where this gentleman, and I guess the sexuality, it kind of matters in the story. He is homosexual, but he accidentally sent, and he was trying to, like, he was like, I am honestly accidentally sent this picture. I meant to send another one through Messenger to a friend of mine. He's like, my friend wasn't offended. I literally accidentally hit the wrong picture and hit send, and then went, oh shit, and couldn't undo it in time. And he got permanently banned. He's completely off the platform, completely removed for sending what I assume is a dick pic. I don't know if that's what it was, but
I would assume.
But permanently gone. So, and he's like, man, he's like, I've had this page for 15 years and it's got all my friends and family. He's like, I never do anything wrong on Facebook. That was the first time I ever did anything, and they permanently banned me like that.
Seriously, that's insane.
Now that, granted, that was probably about 3-4 years ago. That's how old that article was. So I don't know what kind of updates there are, but I'm seeing tons of other stuff on there. You know, between YouTube, Facebook, Twitter's kind of weird. Some of the shit they go after, some of the shit they don't.
Twitter, because there's pornography on Twitter. Oh yeah. So the stuff they go after is like,
well, even
PC
Instagram. Even Instagram, you can do free the nipple on there, but you can't show it on Facebook. It's the same fucking company.
Oh no, Instagram's bad. Like, if it was me, if I like showed half my ass crack on Instagram, I'm getting flagged like that. Just
but
as quick as I would on Facebook.
They don't cut you. They just remove your photo and just give you an alert saying they removed it, but they don't kick you off of there.
But they warn you, like, if you keep doing it, we're gonna slap you around a bit. So they do it. But yeah, like I said, like, I could post half my ass and get flagged, where if you do it just right, you can show your whole tit. Like, I don't know. It's so stupid. Like, Instagram's
you
weird.
You just gotta avoid the areola. You can't show the areola.
Oh, bullshit! I literally, I'm. If I go to search right now on Instagram, it'll go, oh, recommended stuff that your friends like, and like, if I pop up something, oh, this person likes this person follows that,
and it's titties.
Like, it's a see-through bra. You can see all the nipple. It's stupid. Yeah. But yeah, if I post half my ass, I'm going bye-bye.
Yeah, it's crazy, and especially how much Facebook and
I want to post my ass on Instagram, chicken.
Well, it's like they're trying to merge they're trying to merge those two in WhatsApp is kind of what the talk's been. I don't know shit about WhatsApp, but whatever. But if they're trying to merge them, but yet the guidelines are so far out there, and they're being these little goddamn underwear trolls yanking shit off of your page and you don't even know. I'll share my my screen here. So of course, I changed my middle name on my account to the name that shall not be spoken, apparently, as this is still a thing, because President Trump actually just got shadow banned on Twitter for retweeting the supposed whistleblower's name. Now, you see on my page here, I am missing a cover photo. That cover photo was actually posted 2 different times, but it was just a snapshot of me posting, "This is the most dangerous name you can say on Facebook right now." And I said the name that you see right here on your screen and said, "Is the whistleblower." And it was up for shit, Tony. I don't know, what, 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
I was just saying, it was there for a while. I guess I didn't realize it gotten removed.
Yeah, I didn't realize it got removed either until I noticed our video got removed, because I was like, man, I was getting notifications every day, and was getting some people hitting me up on the whole celebrity death pool thing. Then all of a sudden it went silent. I'm like, well, I better go reshare that and just to make sure it's back on there. It's gone. It's just fucking gone. And so as I'm going through that, I'm like, why don't I have a cover photo anymore? I'm like, damn, them goddamn underwear trolls got me again. And I'm like,
yeah. It's just baffling to me how I get it. I understand.
The president can say that dude's name. The president can retweet the dude's name. Why can't we say it? We literally, if we post this on YouTube and say it, it'll get
the information is out there. Like,
it's news.
Who are they protecting at this point?
It was on Fox News. They said the name. I don't know if MSNBC ever said it. I'm pretty sure CNN said it. It's been posted in the Wall Street Journal. Fucking Adam Schiff is the one that fucking let the name out there, for Christ's sake, and he's the dumbass trying to protect this so-called whistleblower. Like, I don't fucking get it. It's Voldemort, dude. It's Voldemort. Yeah. You can't say it. It's fucking stupid.
I guess this is like social media trying to be the police to police stuff that doesn't need to be policed. What the fuck? Like, so
that's what is Tony in the middle of Nebraska and Chicken, in the middle of South Dakota gonna do with the whistleblower's name, other than saying it? What's gonna happen if we say it? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Oh no.
Yeah, for all like 40 of the people that listen to us right now. God, oh no, not the fucking whistleblower name that everybody already knows.
Yeah.
Like, can you Google it right now? You can Google his name right now, and you're going to find it, right?
I'm pretty sure.
What the fuck? What the fuck are we protecting that? Like, honestly, that's not something that's being kept secret anymore. They let the cat out of the bag. So a screenshot of
first thing on Google suggestions,
social media police is taken down because they don't like your banner photo.
As I'm typing in, what is the whistle, and then it fills it in for me. What is the whistleblower's name? That's Google filling it in for me. It's great.
They'll fill that in, but they'll take down Tulsi Gabbard's ads.
Yeah. How dare anybody try to profit off of themselves and promote themselves after just
what a
whatever
bitch.
The Democrats are. I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to go down to the too far.
We're not going down that road tonight. No, fuck that. No, that's enough. We did.
My mindset's on social media. Fucking social media only. Like, that's where my attacks are tonight.
Well, you know what it really comes down to? We're reaping what we sow. This is what we all get for unfriending Tom on MySpace.
Well, Tom never messaged me back, so fuck him.
He had how many friends, though? Millions, dude. He can't get to them all. He's probably still just now trying to catch up.
Yeah. I'm looking at it again here. It is New York Post also put the whistleblower's name out there. So yeah, it's news. I still don't understand this.
Yeah, it's
but yeah,
common knowledge.
sorry, Tom. My bad.
I mean,
do you still have a MySpace account? Can we go back?
You know, I wish we could, man. I wish we fucking could, because they didn't regulate anything on there. Like that, it was free fucking reign on there, if I remember right.
What'd they buy it? They bought it for like $300 million, and then it went down.
Some insane number.
And it went down the shitter. Within 5 years, they had to sell it for like $30 million. So,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think last time I tried to log into it, you still could, and it still looked like MySpace. And then the next time I tried, it was like all music stuff. So I wonder, maybe we should experiment. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm
wait a minute before we do that. Have a look-see at this. There's Tom's Twitter.
Tom's got a Twitter.
Tom's got a Twitter.
How about that? Yeah, that's the weird thing about Twitter. We kind of alluded to it earlier. Is like you can show pornography on there. Meet your baby daddy. I love it.
That's fantastic. Everybody gets one friend, and it's Tom until you delete him immediately.
Assholes.
Oh, now, look. Tom's first tweet in 2007 working on MySpace. My God.
Keep working on that, brother.
Yeah, seriously, bring it back, Tom. Like, we fucking need you.
We need a MySpace movement, don't we?
Can we get Tom versus Zuckerberg celebrity deathmatch?
Oh wow, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Let's book that fight. Come on, Dana White, make that shit happen. You fucking failed this on the Cruz versus Bieber fight. Zuckerberg versus Tom.
I don't know if I've ever seen Tom outside of that picture. Has he ever been in the public eye? Like, that's kind of weird.
I don't think so, really.
Like, I've seen Jack from Twitter. I've seen Wiki, whatever her name is, from YouTube. Wiki? Is it Wojowski? I don't. Her name's all fucked up. But yeah, I've never seen Tom in like on TV or.
At least Tom had the decency to not try to make himself a celebrity for making a social media platform.
Yeah. I have to download Flash for this? People still use.
I'm at MySpace, and I went to sign in, and it says sign into MySpace. Use Facebook, Twitter, or your email to sign in.
Oh,
holy crap!
Gross.
Okay.
Gross. Wow. That means they're sharing data.
Yeah. Well, of course they are. All right, I'm gonna try to see what kind of what my email would have been when I had.
That's MySpace. Disappointing. Damn it, Tom! You sellout.
Well, what the fuck was he gonna do with it?
Well, actually, it was. I can't remember.
Damn it!
I can't remember who bought it. It was not Rockefellers, but it was some other big name, like super rich group. I can't fucking remember who it was.
I'm trying to log in with Facebook. App not set up. Okay, let's try Twitter.
I have to download Flash, so you're way ahead.
Oh my God!
I'm downloading it.
I already had Flash, actually.
Nothing uses Flash anymore. I'm so surprised that this is a thing. I have like 8 windows. Update Flash. Fucking leave me alone. Just do it.
Isn't that like disappearing soon?
Right, that's what I thought.
Well, all right. So I can't seem to log into my MySpace. I wonder if I can find it. Like, just there. Isn't there a website that gives you a shot of what a website looked like how years and years ago? I can't remember what it's like. Wayback Machine, I think.
Yeah, I think there's. About.
Okay, yeah, that's what we should look for. Because like even looking at like Facebook when it was first around, it's a weird look. Like holy shit, I remember when it looked like that. and then it started getting worse and worse.
Yeah. Okay, this installer's not working, obviously. This is terrible. Fuck you, Flash.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my MySpace profile through Google. It's not working. Damn it.
So, and this is why nobody has a MySpace anymore.
Well, yeah, nobody, yeah. Like you, when they first, like I transferred like all my pictures from MySpace to Facebook, and that was like 13 years ago, probably. Yeah, oh yeah, all like 20 of them.
I don't remember how much I actually used MySpace. I don't remember.
I used it for a few months, and then, like everybody else, quit.
Yeah, that's well, and that's why I didn't get into Facebook. I remember I was like, everybody told me to get on MySpace. And as soon as I got on MySpace, everybody fucking left MySpace. So why the fuck would I join Facebook? This is gonna be another one. And they're like, no, trust me. I'm like,
Yeah, now they're sharing our data and deleting our posts. So, yeah, that was really the bandwagon to jump on. Sorry, Tom. We really fucked up on this one.
Damn it, Tom.
I guess we still got porn on Twitter, though, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, so anyway, back while we're fucking around with this. That was
what are you eating there?
I got some diabetic pizza. Yeah.
Sweet.
It's got chicken, and we were going to do bacon bits, but apparently we're out. But yeah, and it's buffalo chicken diabetic pizza. A whopping
smooth.
Like 3 carbs and a half a pizza. It's pretty nice.
How does that go with Crown?
Not bad, dude. I like it. I'm down.
Well, what's in the Crown?
Little Coke Zero.
All right.
Yeah, kind of like those Navy kids with the little, doing the. Oh, I got you.
Oh God, that.
The worst part about that was the Navy kids were drinking Coke Zero, and they don't. No. What the whole thing was a scam. So Tony, I'll pull up. I was able to find your MySpace, and I did get logged into mine. It's not very easy.
Okay.
But I was able to find this is all it shows on yours. So back in 2007. So obviously this is when you were living in Lincoln.
Yeah.
So got a few with Phil. I see Ack in there with you. I see Lindsay in there with you. You're biting nipples as always.
On Pat. Yep.
Yeah.
So what the? Wow, 2007. That's excellent.
Nothing too amazing.
But that's all that's on my profile, huh?
Yeah, that's it. This is what your page looks like now. Because it's all about music apparently now.
Go back to my.
Here's
my there you go.
I actually posted pictures on it. Look at Brant with the wig. Nice. And I assume all these little locks are somebody who hasn't logged in a long time. So Legends on the 25th. Some of them have a title to them.
Yeah.
When you click on them, nothing happens.
Yeah. Oh, wait, there you go.
No, that was one I already had access to, though.
Yeah.
Weak. So yes, my MySpace is still out there. Who was wearing the monkey mask with the cigarette in their nose?
I think that was you.
Was it?
I believe it was.
I don't remember that. There's a lot of things I don't remember though. Let's see.
Yeah, everybody listening, you should be encouraged to go check out your old MySpace.
Yeah, right in the middle of me and my newborn son. Me, you, and Buddha. Hey, Buddha, look what I can do. All right, I just had to get that in there. And I actually apparently used it for a little bit.
All right. Well, that's makes me feel a little better.
Let's see. I found my brother Lynn's. He's got one picture after he shaved my old man's head. That's it. Yeah. So, all right. Well, MySpace isn't going to come back then.
No, it's done. We're unfortunately stuck with the Zuckerbergs taking over our data and banning us for
stupid shit. Yeah, underboot.
Yeah.
So I've heard other people getting banned for like completely idiotic things. We can jump over to the pictures. That'll be kind of fun one to run through. But like, outside of you and your group, all the memes and the Husker board thing that you got. Anybody else like seeing this weird shit happening?
Not really. I think most people at this point, like a lot of the people I know anymore, like they don't use Facebook enough that
to even
they
notice
get banned. Yeah, exactly. They do get restricted for like 3 days. They probably didn't even know it. I guess my dad has gotten a couple little 3-day bans here and there, maybe, because he doesn't have a filter when he posts shit, and it's his own regular Facebook, so he don't give a shit. But
sure,
other than that, not really. Like, other than you for your propaganda and political jargon.
I'm a Russian troll or some shit. I don't fucking know. It's just so weird. And I wonder how many people have shit being banned or not banned and don't even know it. It'd be really interesting to find that out. And
yeah,
some people probably more like me just try to egg it on a little bit. They think it'd be kind of fun. But at the same time, I'm doing it for the focus on free speech. At the end of the day, I was watching and kind of prepping for this episode. I was kind of digging through stupid reasons I got banned from social media, and I found one guy. He's a YouTuber and he uploads similar like we're doing right now. He uploads to Facebook and to YouTube. And then he'll also share a lot of advertisements for products. So he's a big Second Amendment guy, and does a lot of shooting videos. He's super calm, really, really collected. He doesn't curse, no nothing. I looked at several of his videos. He's just teaches you how to safely use firearms and promotes products that he either likes or feels are worth promoting. But he's in an interesting situation right now to where he's facing a final kind of the last strike, even though he is he's been thrown in Facebook jail several times, got the 3-day bans, the 1-week bans, I believe a 30-day ban, but they give you a little button to click and you can have them review it, and every time they've come back and said, nope, you're right, we're sorry about that, and they uplifted the ban. But he still has all these strikes against him, per se. That
they don't take the strike away. But it's because you still have a history of flagging our algorithm, so what you're doing must be wrong, even though we reinstate you.
Yeah, so this guy is now getting facing a potential permanent ban pretty soon, just because somebody else has a gun store and is promoting a product, and he will repost it and say, yes, I personally like this product. I think you should buy it. I do recommend it. And they are flagging him and saying he is selling guns. And he's like, no, I don't have an FFL. I've never said that I will sell you a gun, which is flagging their algorithm or whatever. But every time he fights it, and they're like, nope, you're right, we'll back off. Sorry about that. So every one of them he's gotten off of, but he's still got all these fucking strikes against him. He's never once done anything against the policy. It's just the algorithm's wrong. No. So he's getting hosed.
And they don't.
He's gonna lose his business. Don't give a shit. He's got a 250,000 subscribers on his YouTube page, and he probably makes a lot of money just making his videos and promoting products on there. Like he is probably making his living that way. They're about to take his livelihood away.
Yeah,
because of a shitty algorithm.
It's not even that. It's basically they're of the mindset now that even if it's remotely offensive and if it catches the eye of the algorithm, even if it's not against our policy, it must be towing the line. So if you end up getting permabanned, we're not going to do anything about it because we really don't give a shit.
Yeah. Know anybody on a permaban?
Obviously I know people who've gotten several accounts just completely deleted. I've had several burners get deleted. I I forget who, but I want to say I do know somebody who actually got their whole account deleted, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was over something stupid, like one of those things. Yeah, they got it wrong, or they did a couple things wrong, and then one
Too
minor
late, too
thing,
bad.
and yeah, too late. Sorry, maybe you shouldn't have been a dick. That's kind of the outlook they have.
Yeah, it's a shitty move. There you go.
It is. It just sucks, and especially now that we're kind of in the age where social media has essentially replaced telephone numbers and email.
Yep, it sure has.
Like, nobody needs a phone or a phone number.
I think the only
connect.
time you text me anymore is when you are banned on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, exactly. That's the only time I ever have to text you. I use it to text Phil because Phil doesn't have a Facebook. I use text messaging for, we have like on her side, a big family group text. My mom, I use it because she obviously doesn't have a Facebook, but that's about it. And it's not like she responds to my texts anyway. She ends up calling. Yeah, I don't use text messaging a lot.
It's really weird. I'm surprised that we all still pay. You know, I hear everybody talk about, you know, my phone bill's $200, $300 with all these lines. I'm like, why? What is the need? You could live without a phone number now. Like, you really could. You can.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably do.
Like, even you know, sorry, I'm not trying to throw iPhone at your face, but all you have to do is have an iTunes account. You can still FaceTime people. You can still video message. You can still iMessage. Like, you don't need a phone number for that. You can do it through just an email account.
You don't even need Apple for that.
You just need an internet.
You don't even need Apple.
Yeah,
you can do that on Snapchat.
Exactly. Yeah, you can anything. If you get an internet connection, you don't need a phone number.
No, silly. You don't. Wi-Fi has completely replaced phone numbers for calling, obviously face calling, text messaging. It's an irrelevant, outdated technology that we all still have just because it comes with the device that we bought for way too much money.
Yeah, we're still sucking off that teat. Speaking of teat.
Well, speaking of teat, that is not actually a teat. That is a elbow. It just looks like a boobie.
Yep. This photo,
that's a classic. I remember that one. That's a classic.
Yep, that photo is a classic. Got banned off of Facebook. This one I love. What is she doing to that bear?
Well, that bear is smiling. I mean, obviously, Kylie Minogue with microphone has it placed on a teddy bear very provocatively. It's an impressive unit for a teddy bear.
Yeah. Very impressive. Then we got the Effin lady, EFFIN.
Oh my God,
this poor lady.
That's seriously.
Yeah. That was it was it was her hometown name is Effin. It's Effin Ireland.
Effin Ireland. EFFIN. Effin Ireland. Anne Marie Kennedy spent over a year battling to have her hometown of Effin Ireland recognized by Facebook. Did she win? Did she ever
eventually
get there? I assume.
Yes, she did eventually. But she was banned for quite some time.
Effin Facebook.
This is not a picture of breastfeeding. It's two children playing. Remember when the breastfeeding thing was a big deal?
It's still a big deal.
Well, after that video I showed you, though.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, hey, titties and areola are okay on YouTube as long as it's breastfeeding.
I had to do a little minor censoring on that one. I just put a little blob over it.
What's the age range, though? Like, you can get away with sucking on a titty on YouTube and they'll show it.
Oh, I don't know.
I assume, like, if you have a mustache.
Here's another one. Man. Not even breastfeeding. Still got banned.
Yeah,
just
looks
just
like
holding the kid. Yeah.
The angle. They're like, oh no,
she's sucking
the kid's sucking. Yeah, the kid's sucking their thumb.
Do not pee on or around Facebook.
Okay, you know what? That one, I think that's just one in bad taste. You got two little dudes pissing on a fence, their ass is hanging out. I don't think you should post that on Facebook, not because it's offensive,
Yeah,
but
it's
because
kind
of
of
the
weird.
creepy motherfuckers on Facebook who would find that arousing, because those people exist.
Yeah. Yeah, I concur.
Just don't put that on Facebook, because that's bad. Okay, what the fuck?
So yeah, some people were upset with gay men kissing on there. Apparently, this got banned. I didn't hear much about this one.
I don't remember hearing about that. Is that a real story? Two dudes are lip locked on a banner, and apparently that got taken down because.
Yeah, I don't know. This one I do remember though. Left or right?
What?
So this is where they Photoshop a very attractive young woman, and they cut her body in half right above her belly button, and they put her top half on the left side on a beach blanket, and then the right side is the bottom half of her body on her knees. And the question says left or right. But you got to tell us how you came to that decision.
Actually, I'd like to read the discussion that opened up.
Yeah, so that one did get deleted, but I do remember one of the comments on there, hence why I'm wearing the cool story, babe. Now go make me a sandwich. One of the comments I remember on that one was, I would choose the left because she still got two hands and she can make me a sandwich.
Boom. Boom.
So yeah, it was a good meme. It's just a simple Photoshop, but it got removed because of all the comments, not necessarily because of the picture.
Of course.
Yeah. I don't remember why this one got removed. Fat bellies are not permitted on Facebook. Get six-pack abs or keep your belly covered. So this is a guy, like, if you take your thumbs and your middle fingers and you make a circle and then try to squeeze around your belly button and make a fat belly pop out of it, that's what this picture is for those just listening in.
Because it kind of looks like a titty.
And it says, content that is pornographic or contains nudity or is inappropriately sexual, attacks on an individual or a group of people, depicts of self-harm and excessive violence or drug use. Please keep to these standards and be in mind before uploading new photos. So I don't know. Was this too sexual for you, Tony?
I mean, I'm pretty aroused, so... Yeah,
I don't see it. This one I don't remember, but if it's true, it's kind of messed up. But a picture of a lady's son with a participation trophy for Special Olympics because he's got Down syndrome got flagged as inappropriate.
Why?
Because it's Facebook.
What the fuck?
So this is one I remember hearing about. I didn't really pay attention to it though, probably because it was religious. So this goes back to the nursing mothers thing though. But like one of them was like back to the Virgin Mary, and breastfeeding or something. Supposedly the Catholic Church is okay with one of these, but Facebook banned it.
Of course. I mean, well, filthy titty. Doesn't matter if there's a kid feeding off of it.
Apparently this, I don't know. Wait, do you think this is propaganda? At a certain point, I don't remember this being an issue.
I don't really remember it either being an issue. Well,
maybe it's because it says have a gay day. So it's a picture of the bottom halves of men's faces kissing. Did this picture offend you?
Pretty passionate.
Yeah, it says in quote down below, did this picture offend you? Did you ever think maybe your opinion is offensive? Have a gay day.
Oh, I am offensive. I know that. It's not just my opinions, but no, this doesn't offend me.
I'm not touching that one. This one's funny, though. Michelle Bachmann taking out a 12-inch corn dog.
Oh, she is going to town on that bad boy.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Wow. That's still a great picture.
That is a great picture.
Look how just euphoric her face looks.
I know. She's like...
starts to deep throat that thing.
Yep. We've all seen it. You know what we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
It's on every one of them. But anyway, this is a photo of Michelle. If you don't remember, Michelle Bachmann was a presidential candidate, in 2008?
Something like that, yeah. That sounds right.
Long forgotten, but she was eating a corn dog and apparently was trying to deep throat it. So got a nice picture of it. And no.
I remember this one.
The pink areolas. Those are elbows.
Yeah. So it's a blonde gal in a bubble bath. She's got like her hands on her shoulders, I believe, here, and she's got her elbows kind of pointed up, and there's bubbles around her arms, and it makes it kind of look. Her elbows are a little pink, so they look like nipples. So yeah, I can see why that would get flagged. It's kind of toeing the line to begin with.
Is it? It's elbows.
I know. I agree. It's stupid, but it's a
stupid.
bubble bath. It's a naked chick. God, we can't have that.
Can we go back to Michelle Bachmann's picture again?
We can always go back to that. I bet she slobs a mean knob.
Okay, so since Facebook does not like my current... This is going to be
since they removed your old cover photo, you are replacing it with the Michelle Bachmann corn dog picture.
All right. What did I save it as? There it is. Booyah.
I was hoping you were going to use the one that was called saved as butt.
Perfect.
Boom.
Save changes.
Let's see how long
Zuckerberg.
How long will Michelle Bachmann down in a corn dog last as your cover photo? That is the game we're playing. All right.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I love it.
This is good times.
Fucking love it.
You seen it here first, folks. Well, some of you probably seen a notification. I just changed my cover photo and going, what the fuck did he do that for?
Maybe I should go screenshot it just to save
before it's gone
document.
Again.
Yeah.
It will be gone soon enough.
Speaking of gone, how about all those 19-year-old, 20-year-old dudes that had a bunch of packs of cigarettes and aren't going to be able to get any more after they run out?
Yeah, like that was weird. There's a couple of
that kind of came out of fucking nowhere. 21 is now the new age for tobacco products. What the fuck?
So on what was it on Christmas Eve? This gets passed? Like, was that when it was?
Merry Christmas.
I like, okay, how many shady fucking things has our government done on Christmas Eve? The Patriot Act, when everybody went home to see their family. Now, changing the age of tobacco, whatever. It is what it is on tobacco. It's still shitty. Like, let people vote on the damn thing. Don't wait for everybody to go home and do this Christmas Eve bullshit. Another one that snuck in even under this was the what was it? The Cannabis Reform Act. They fucking squashed it on Christmas Eve. Like all the support that the country's had for cannabis legalization, and they were talking about doing reform to where maybe we would lift the controlled substance ban of, maybe this isn't, a Schedule I drug anymore. So yeah, they threw it in there and fucking just voted on it when nobody's around.
Yeah.
It's shady.
Yeah, it is. I guess the whole tobacco thing for me, obviously, we're not affected. We're well past that point in our lives, and it doesn't really matter to us anymore. But for me, it's a double-edged sword because, I'm kind of on board with this whole. No, I agree. How they did it was fucking stupid and awful. But now that it's done, like. I'm all for the whole let's not encourage teens to smoke or chew. I'd love to get to that point where it wasn't a thing anymore. Like, who does that hurt? Like, nobody. Like, it's bad for your health. We all know that. But at the same time, it's that age-old argument of you can go to war and die, but you can't come home and have a drink. Well, now you can't even have a fucking smoke.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I seen one of those memes on Facebook today. It had a wounded soldier laying in a Black Hawk, and somebody, he's like, what did he just say? Oh, he said he just wanted one last smoke, since it helps him deal with the pain. You're like, oh no, he's under 21, yo. Like, he can't have him.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like,
It's gonna get politicized and weaponized real fast.
Well, yeah, and like I remember back in high school, like when somebody would get popped for MIPT, minor possession of tobacco, we would laugh at them because it was so fucking hard.
It's hard to get
popped for
like
tobacco.
That.
Yeah, like I remember one time, was it fucking Crutcher got MIPT for half a pack of smokes because he was having a cigarette on Scurv Curve during the middle of like Fairmont days, and the cop was just walking by and saw him. Yeah, like really, nobody gets MIPT. Nobody. I think I can think of 2 people I remember getting MIPT.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, because it was so easy in high school to get tobacco because you just go ask a senior to buy you a fucking can of chew or a pack of cigarettes. It was easy. Now I can't imagine the lengths that they're gonna have to. Like, hey, I need a 30-pack of Natty Light, and I need 2 packs of Marlboro Lights, a pack of Cools, a pack of Ultralight Menthols, a pack of Camel Lights. Whoa, hang on. Like, we would get extravagant with the beer orders. Like, okay, I need some Mike's Hard Lemonade, Busch Light, bottle of Windsor. Now kids are going to be getting extravagant with the tobacco orders. Like, okay, 3 cans of chew, 2 mint, 1 wintergreen, a roll of straight, 1 Copenhagen.
Yeah, what this turns into though, and like, it sounds silly. Anybody who's listening to this is probably going to be like, oh yeah, right, chicken, shut the fuck up. But I'm not exaggerating. This always turns to...
Oh, yeah, right, chicken. Shut the fuck up.
Thanks. Okay, get it out of the way. This always turns into a black market thing. And it always does. I'm not even fucking kidding. I remember when we were kids, cigarette prices, like, skyrocketed. Like, they put all the big taxes on there, and cigarettes went from, like, $1.25 a pack to, like, all of a sudden $4 or $5, and people were losing their fucking mind.
Yeah, when we were in high school, like, a can of chew went from, like, $2.50 to like $5. Like, the price doubled like that, like out of nowhere.
Yeah. So what happened, and I won't state any names of those involved, but in Fairmont, there was an individual that would go to the reservation, load up with a whole bunch of Marlboro Reds super cheap, and bring them back and sell them at the old price. And
yeah.
And it wasn't a big deal to them. They were still making money off of it, and we were getting cheap cigarettes. Like, and that's what us as juvenile children were doing. We created a black market in a town of 700 people for cigarettes. What the fuck makes you think this doesn't get bigger and gets worse across the country with bigger populations and bigger things? When you do this with marijuana, when you do this with any type of goddamn controlled substance, every time you ban something, it creates a black market for it. Well, people find a way.
Yeah, they do, and they will. It's not going to stop people. People who want to do something are going to find a way to do it. But can you imagine how little it would matter what the age to buy tobacco would be if we just legalized weed?
Oh, I know.
Nobody would be buying cigarettes anymore.
I would. Yeah.
What the fuck? Why do you need a cigarette? Well, it calms my nerves. Yeah, well, I know something else it does.
Yeah, a cigarette will calm your nerves for about 15 fucking minutes, and that's about it. You know, marijuana, you fucking calm you down, depending if you smoke it or if you eat it, could do 2 to 4 hours. Like,
yeah, and
honestly.
And it's not, yeah, it's still legal. Like, tobacco's still legal. Obviously, the age range has changed, and it's still legal.
It's worse for you.
Well, it's only harmful. There's no benefits. Like, the only benefit is, like, I thought it helped with, like, constipation. That's the only thing I can think of. That's it.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I got my shit going. No.
That's it. That's it. There's no benefits to cigarettes or chew. It's only harmful, yet the medical
Yet it's
benefits of
legal.
marijuana are countless, and it's illegal because of a outdated, smear campaign, because it was a better alternative.
Thanks, William Randolph Hearst. You cocksucker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, I just said it again.
Bazinga.
Bazinga. Snuck it in there.
That's what we need. Anytime you drop the CS, you need to hit that button. Bazinga.
Oh, I need to create a Bazinga button then.
Yep. What do we got on there now?
Oh, God, I got all kinds of stuff on here.
What do we got? I don't even know what the library is now.
I still got Grape Lady. I got the turtles. Yeah. I got the turtles banging each other. I got the good old fashioned Friday. Damn.
I assume we have Trump saying wrong.
No, I got him saying fake news though.
Fake news.
Okay.
Speaking of that, so real quick, this shit's funny. Segue. That was perfect setup. I haven't been playing a ton of Xbox or jumping online in the last 6 months. Lynn and my brother Travis talked me into getting the new Call of Duty. And I'm like, man, every time I buy one of these games, they talk me into it, and then I get online, and them fuckers are never online, and they never play.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, promise, this is a good one. We'll be online. They've stuck to their word. So I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, which is a first for me in probably 4 years. Like, Call of Duty hasn't been good in a long time. This last one is actually pretty good. Now,
is it?
This
is 4?
No, this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, whatever the newest Modern Warfare is. But
geez, they got to be up to like 6 now, isn't it?
Something like that. But it's actually cross-platform, and it's good. It's really good. Okay, so done pimping that part out. We all changed our names to Trump-related promotions. So you got like Trump 2020. I changed my name to MAGA today. But it's funny because there'll be 6 of us that jump into a party, and then we'll jump in and start playing some team deathmatch, and all of us have a Trump-related thing. Fucking people get triggered. Oh my God, it's funny as shit. And so Lynn has got a soundboard on his phone, and so randomly he'll just be like, I will make America great again. Like, you'll just hear this random Trump fucking quote in the background, and everybody's like, oh, fuck you up, I'm not on your fucking team. They get all mad. Oh my God, this has been the most fun I've had on Call of Duty.
Oh, fuck your mother, you camping noob piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Lynn would hit a button, and it would just be a random Trump fucking quote, and it would fit perfect. Like, he's getting good at it. He's really getting good at it.
That's freaking
so
great.
if you run into a Trump clan and playing Call of Duty, I am so sorry, because not only we're gonna kick the shit out of you, we're gonna make you make sure you know it was, because we're making America great again.
Make Call of Duty great again.
Yes. Oh, it's been fun. Really have.
I haven't played it since 3. I had 3 on PS4, and that's kind of where I trailed off. Like you said.
I think that's where I trailed off too.
Time.
Yeah, it was Black Ops 3, I think, was the last one that I was into.
Yeah. I couldn't really get into that one. Like, I got a little ways into it, but I didn't really get much further than that.
Yeah.
I love 1 and 2.
Now this one's actually pretty good. I'm
to tell you the truth, I have my PS3 up in my bedroom, and I would kick on that every few nights and play Black Ops 1 or 2, just the combat training, just to fuck around. I think you can actually still play against other people online, though, as funny as that is.
Yeah, well, it's been really fun because it's been nothing but Christmas noobs. So, correction. I thought it was.
I forgot about how much fun that was. Yes, so the people who buy it and suck at it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like Christmas Day and the day after and the 27th, I was like, we're gonna just rip apart a bunch of Christmas noobs. Fuck no, dude. Oh my God. Either Christmas noobs got really fucking good, really fucking fast, or I'm old and I suck, or nobody's buying these games for their kids anymore because they're all playing Roblox and fucking weird games. I don't know.
Well, that and everybody had the same idea as you, like, hey, I'm gonna jump on and beat up a bunch
Yeah,
of Christmas noobs.
Probably.
So yeah, they're not like fucking playing. They're like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'll get good at the game and then I'll jump on. That's what I did with the first Black Ops. I tried playing through the game first before I even tried online. Yeah, and then I found out real quick that the fucking storyline mode had nothing to do with the fucking online play. I'm like, oh well, that was a couple of wasted weeks.
Rarely does.
So that didn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
That first one, I remember playing through the campaign of that one, and I got stuck for a week on one spot where you like bum rush down a hill and you try to jump into a trench without dying. And I, for a week, could not beat this fucking level. And then I always get to one spot and then I'd fucking die. Huh. Turns out if I like turned to the left and went like 2 more steps, I would have been done a week ago. I was so fucking mad.
Wow. No, you gotta get this new one, man. Cross-platform.
I gotta get my PS4 back.
Yeah, it's cross-platform. Jump on, kick some ass.
Orblex had my PS4 for like 6 months. The fucking HDMI port went to shit. So he's like, oh, I'll just solder you in a new one. I'm like, oh, cool. Well, 4 months later, he finally got around to doing it. And then he flips it on. It worked once, and then something else went wrong. And he's like, oh, I think it's like the motherboard or this and that. Well, I got a part that's wrong with mine, and I got a cheap one on eBay. I'll swap this out for yours and this out for mine, and then I'll get this part, and I'll have 2, and then you'll have 1. I'm like, great. That's been another like 2 months. So
that's too much of a mess. I just buy new consoles.
The only reason I didn't just do that was because I downloaded a WWE game like 2 years ago, and I have all my shit saved on there. So
yeah. That's the one thing that I don't know. Like, all right, all you Xbox fans, calm down real quick, because I'm gonna shit on a couple of things real quick. Believe it or not.
Whoa.
Xbox, as much as I like it, they're behind on VR, big time.
That's true.
The Kinect was a great idea.
Which surprises me. Yeah. I thought they were going to be the pioneers when the Kinect came out.
Yeah, they took the wrong path because they went with the Kinect route, not the VR route. They had the technology. Like, there's the Kinect technology is what they're using in VR right now to understand where you're at in the room. Like, they're using the same shit. They just took it a different direction. So.
Well, yeah, because the idea was you're the controller instead of having to put on headsets and use fucking wands and shit. Like, everybody looked at that and started laughing, but it's kind of gone back that way where, no, you want more gear because more gear makes you more awesome.
So I have one of the Oculus Quests, the ones you've been seeing on the fucking advertisement. So it's a standalone VR. You don't have to plug it into a computer at all. You get 2 controllers, and they're really immersive. Like, there's a lot of functions. There's triggers on there, there's bumpers on there, there's control pads on there, and there's there's a lot of functions you can do with these damn things. So I don't laugh at having a controller with VR anymore, because I play some of these games and you're just like, fuck, man, if I didn't have all these buttons and these options, this game would suck.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me now. Now, I was one of the ones that laughed at PlayStation for having this stupid wand. I still laugh at that stupid wand because it's a fucking stupid wand. If they would have done a Oculus Rift or whatever type controller setup, then, I probably wouldn't have laughed at them, because it makes sense. Now,
yeah,
I'm really curious to see next generation consoles. I'm chomping at the bit. I'll probably never switch over to PlayStation. I get so much money, and that's where Xbox has really gained a lot of people. Is you can buy your games online, it just downloads, and then if you don't want it, you can get rid of it and then download it whenever you want to. Even my old games that I bought on the 360, I can just download them. I bought them on there. I can just download them and play them on my Xbox One. There's some fun ones, really old ones, like old NBA Jam games and shit like that, old Tecmo Super Bowl, like vintage games I've bought on there. I can download and play them whenever I want. So that's some cool stuff. They have great cloud, great online platform. Just the VR part. Like if they don't come out on this next gen console with a good VR setup, I don't know if they survive after that one. Like that's a big deal.
You gotta assume that that's the main focus, though. Like you can't move to a next gen console in like 2020 without VR being like mostly the main focus, because that's where we're headed. It doesn't matter what genre game you're playing, everybody's kind of gearing that way in one shape or form. Like obviously you're still going to have your handheld controller, but we're going to get to a point where pretty much every game that comes out has an option to be screen and controller or headset, wand.
Yeah,
that's where it's going to be.
And that's where I'm optimistic, but I'm worried at the same time, because I seen how much they stuck to the Kinect, which the Kinect. Like I said, I thought it was a great idea. It was a great path to go down, but they never produced games for it. They tried to open source it, is what they tried to do, is let everybody else create the games for it and figure this out, but there's too many problems with it, and it was hard to make a fun game to get this going. Now with VR, all the technology's there. Microsoft's got all the technology for it, and probably can enhance a lot of it. But if they can't join that up with some of the other things, like they finally got AirPlay to work on Xbox. So like I can just take my iPhone and just hit a fucking button, and I can just stream what's on my screen on my iPhone on my fucking Xbox now. Whatever the fuck I'm doing. So like, sorry if anybody plays Spades on an Apple device. Me and my wife cheat, and I will pop up my screen on the TV so she can see what cards I have, and then we'll make our bids from there, and we'll stomp anybody we're playing against. It's fun. So like they've gotten better. They gotta figure this out, because so I got this Oculus Quest, like I said. The biggest bitch I got from it, though, is I can stream it. I can. But I have to do it through multiple parties. So I can't just take my Oculus Quest and hook it up to any device in my house and just stream what I'm seeing on the Oculus Quest. I have to send it to my phone and then stream it from my phone, which then gives it like a 5-second lag time, and it looks terrible, and it cuts out all the time, and then you're in the middle of gameplay and a little alert pops up on the screen and tells you, hey, we lost connection with your iPhone. You're like, fuck, like I'm trying to play the game, like I don't fucking care. So like the Oculus Quest is close. It's really, really close for a standalone device. Fucking worth it. Love that thing. It is so cool. But if you want to let other people see what you're doing, because it makes it more fun, if you're the only one playing the game in the room, you're kind of an asshole. So sharing it and letting everybody see what's going on, it makes it more fun, and then it makes them go, fuck, I want to play next. I want to play next. Because it is exciting. It is a really, really cool little gaming console. But the inability to stream is terrible. So hopefully Xbox or Sony, maybe Sony will fix it. I don't know. If Xbox fails at VR next round, Sony's already got a leg up on them. They've been working on it a lot longer. I don't know how it'll turn out though.
Yeah, no, I am interested to see it. I'm never going to buy one of the consoles though, like within the first couple of months of it coming out, because fuck that. Way too overpriced and way too many bugs. I will wait 6 months at least.
I literally when did Xbox One come out? I know I just moved to Hastings. I think Riker was 3. Yeah, it was like 8 years ago. 7
Has it
8
been
years
that
ago?
long?
Yeah.
Has it really been that long?
For the Xbox One? I have the day one edition. I still have my day one edition controller. It just shut out on me.
When did the Xbox One come out? It said
November 22nd, 2013.
Wow.
Yep.
November 22nd, 2013. I'll be damned.
I got it that day, and it just shit out on me. Literally. Like,
wow.
I played this shit out of it. Now, I have an Xbox One S and an Xbox One X now, so I'm covered. Like, so now I'm just, I thought about taking my day one edition, see if I can't mod that fucking thing. It still powers on. It just, I think the video card went out on it. So, Be a fun one to mod, though.
I think I had probably like 4 PlayStations, and I had 2 PS2s. Since then, I've never had to buy a second console with a PlayStation. I still have my original PS3. The PS4 I had a problem with. Obviously, it was HDMI port. Something else went wrong, but I'm guessing maybe that had to do with him tearing into it.
Yeah. The only reason I ended up getting other consoles was first I bought the Xbox One S 2 years ago, I think, when I started my new job, because I travel a lot, and it was fun for me. I gave my day one to Riker, put it in his bedroom. That way, when I was on the road, like if I'm not going to see my kid for 3 or 4 nights a week, I'll take my Xbox with me and I'll jump online and I'll play some stupid, corny, like, that's why I got so good at Minecraft and love that game so much. I'll jump on there and I'll play Minecraft with my kid for 5 hours while I'm on the road. Shit, I don't care. So that was the only reason I ever bought a second one of the Xbox until the original one took a shit. And then I was, I don't know. I had enough money saved up to just when it broke down, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get me an X. Yeah, I'm just doing this. Like.
Well, my gaming needs right now is I was walking through Walmart earlier today and I saw the Genesis replica for $70.
Oh, didn't that
really
look cool?
Considered getting it. Yes, I'm like,
I thought about it too.
Play? Is it just a plug and play, or will it play the cartridges?
I don't know. I was actually at work last week. I think it was like the 22nd or 23rd. It was right before Christmas. And I remember I was in one of the Rapid City stores. And I look over and I saw it and I was like, dude, yes. Yeah. I was like, nope. You're working. Fucking keep walking. And I was like, I'm going to come back to that shit. I'm going to find that. It caught my eye though.
If it plays the cartridges, I'm getting it, because my Genesis does not work.
You still have them? You still have all your cartridges?
Fuck, dude. I've got, I could turn the camera around. I've got like 8 totes over there with all my retro consoles and games in it. Nintendo, Genesis. I got a 3DO back there. Fucking PlayStation 2.
I didn't fight for my 64, breaking up with an ex-girlfriend years ago.
Ah.
I lost Conquer, I lost Mario Kart, I lost GoldenEye. Like, I lost everything. I had the Game Shark for it. I had all kinds of shit.
Yeah. What else do I got back? I'm gonna have to go through there. I just bought a bunch of totes so I could put all the games and stuff in there to hopefully preserve it a little better. But yeah, the Genesis is the only console that doesn't like power up. Oh, I got Atari shit back there too, but everybody has that. Yeah, if the Genesis clone will play cards, I'm definitely getting it, because I did actually try to power that up one day, and I'm like, motherfucker, it won't work. My Nintendo still works great though.
I always sit there and like I hear everybody's pipe dreams. If they win the lottery, what are they going to do with all their money? And I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'll do most things that everybody else would do. I'll get a nice house. I'll give money away to all the, people close to me and family and all that shit. But then I'm like, I'm going to build just a fucking building on its own for gaming and probably podcasting. And that's it. And that's probably where I'll be 95% of my life from that moment forward. Like, and I'll have a game center set up for every system and even the ones I don't like. Even a PlayStation 2 or 3, I'll still have one set up with 4 controllers and every fucking cool game there ever was for it.
Yeah.
Just in case somebody wants to play.
You could have 20 rooms. Yeah, you could have different console rooms. How amazing would that be?
Oh, I'd have such an epic goddamn gaming place set up.
Well, just know that if you set up a Nintendo room, you have to get a tube TV to go with that.
Fuck off. All right, fuck off. We did get it to work, though. We did get it to work on a flat screen. I can't remember how.
No, we didn't. No, we had to go get your tube TV out of the basement.
Are you sure? I thought we got it to work.
I'm positive. Yeah, because we had your little tube TV set up in front of your flat screen. So we
had a 52-inch flat screen with a, 9-inch tube TV in front of it to play Duck Hunt?
Pretty much. It was awesome.
That sounds like us.
Yeah. And then, it's even funnier. My brother was up here, not quite a year ago, and we took the 3DO out, and I hooked it up to my TV. We were going through all the fucking games, and it's an obscure system and a bunch of obscure titles. And there's a bunch of shooting games, and I plugged it in. I'm like, why the fuck isn't it working? And then it hit me. God damn it. I did the same thing Chicken did. Fuck. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Take it downstairs. I got a tube TV down there, which right there. It does
I
work.
don't think I have a tube TV in this house anymore. I'd be fucked.
This is why I have it. I have this tube TV so I can easily set up the retro game systems whenever I want, because it's just easier to plug them in on this.
Yeah. Good to know. I'll have to get one someday.
How big of a tube TV do they make that you can get your hands on these
anymore.
days?
Yeah, it's like, wait, what? Who's got one laying around? That's what it is. Have to go to an old bar out in the middle of nowhere.
Yes.
I'll give you $200 for that TV. They're like, really? Yeah, I can't fucking find them anywhere.
I'm gonna look on eBay.
Oh God,
Big
I'm sure you could find them on a
screen.
buy-sell trade on Facebook a hell of a lot easier than you could.
Big screen tube TV.
They still make them?
No.
Well, I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, there's a. Well, that looks. I don't know if that is or not, but it's a big Mitsubishi 60-inch. It's on the big box with the wheels.
Oh, it's a console? Got a console?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep.
I remember I always had Zenith console TVs growing up.
Oh yeah.
I always had the little dial and nice wood frame all the way around there.
Oh my god, the wood frame was my favorite.
Yeah.
It's just so classy. It's such a classic look.
Oh, some of them had some really good speakers in there. They get that wood frame and boxed it in, had some good bass with it. You watch some movies.
Yeah,
on
back
it.
when TVs had good speakers.
Yeah. Yeah. Speakers are shit these days.
Now we sound old as fuck.
Yeah, we do. Well, they're all robotic. Like, but I guess you don't need good speakers on a TV anymore because you just fucking listen to everything on your headphones. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, everybody has a sound bar.
Yeah, I splurged on my sound bar, so I got my TV upstairs. It's a 65, and then my sound bar underneath was only designed for a 55, so it looks a little inadequate, but for what it lacks in looks, it does have a wireless setup behind it. So across the room, I have a subwoofer underneath our couch, and then it's got the wireless speakers that run out to the side for the surround sound to give you the 5.1. I don't have to run wires all the way across my living room. Fucking pounds, dude. That thing is loud as shit. Love it.
Yeah, I've been holding off on getting one, but mostly just because I don't know how badly I want to hear Peppa Pig turned up that high.
Yeah. Well, down here in my basement, so this is kind of like I don't know. I fucking hate the word man cave. This is just kind of, I don't know. I built a bar down here. This is where my kid's lizard stays, and I got a 55-inch down here, and so this is where I like watch football games while my wife and kid are upstairs fucking with other things. This is where I can just kind of come chill out and do work stuff and whatnot. But
Sounds a lot like a man cave.
Yeah. I just hate that term. I just fucking hate that term. Do we have to call it that? Like, can we move on from man cave? It's kind of like, it's corny.
It's
isn't
so
it?
2019.
Dude, it's like 2020 or fucking 2020. It's like 2010. It's fucking
you're
old.
right.
Like,
If there's a new term out there, somebody let us know in the comments.
man cave doesn't sound manly anymore. Like,
it sounds like manscape.
I remember like back in the day when I would go to a girlfriend's house and they'd be like, "You need to stay out of my dad's den." Okay, that sounds manly. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, he's got cocaine and hooker sweat down there. Watch
yeah,
out.
right. So anyway, I got Jesus Christ. I still have my old Sony. It was back when 5.1 first came out with Dolby Digital Pro Logic 2. Like,
wow.
this shit is about 14 years old, I think. Yeah, I was only at Walmart for about a year when I bought this damn thing. It was top of the line. It was
Wow.
it's top shit. I still run that down here. Now I got a speaker up on top of my gun cabinet there. I got one over in the corner over there. I still got my old JBL like studio speakers from my dad's old setup from like 20 years ago, and an old shitty center speaker underneath my TV. So like down here, it's old school. This is good shit.
I think my dad probably still has the Pioneer setup that he had.
Oh yeah, I used to have
30 years ago. The fucking cabinet with the tape deck, the record player on top, plus the goddamn monstrosity speakers. I think he's still got that.
Yeah.
Like if he goes to an auction, he will go out of his way to buy the box speakers because he loves them. He will put those in a vehicle if he can.
Yeah, dude, you remember I used to have those in a vehicle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit.
That
They sounded great.
They did.
I got a great amp, and who needs that shit? I got a couple of old Pioneers strapped in the trunk.
Nobody can sit in my back seat, but it fucking sounds good. That's how I rolled. Oh yeah.
Facts.
All
right. How should we wrap this bitch up?
I don't fucking know.
I guess let's touch quick.
No, real quick. If you are looking for college football picks, don't follow mine, and you'll be good. Because I fucking screwed.
I was gonna say,
fucking Tony ran with it this year. I fucked up damn near everything. I was going back and looking.
No, my whole playoff is fucked.
My playoff's fucked. I don't have anybody in it.
Well, I had Ohio State going the whole way, and they just lost to Clemson. Fucking bullshit. Whatever. But no,
you had
Oklahoma, didn't you?
Fumble thing. That still burns.
Yeah, it is what it is. Game's over. He threw a pick right to fucking the only Clemson player in the area he threw the ball to. So
yeah,
whatever.
One pick the entire season, and then all of a sudden that game 2 picks.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. No, I was last time I looked, I was 14-7, so I was 2/3.
You got me killed. Like I'm fucked. I don't even know where my list is right now. I got to like 10 games in, and that was a losing record already. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then I watched the playoff games. I'm like, fuck me. I got them both wrong.
Yeah. Oklahoma really fucked.
God, that was gross. I quit watching.
Bad. Yeah, it wasn't good.
End of the first quarter, I quit watching. It was that bad.
It wasn't a game. No. Like, how many teams would have been better in hindsight? Like, we expected this.
Yeah.
You somehow picked them to be your underdog. But
yeah, I was hoping. I didn't read enough into the troubles they had with the injuries and the depth issues, though. After, in hindsight, listening to everything, commentators afterwards and articles afterwards, it was like, oh, they had a depth issue. Okay,
they had a mash unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping Clemson LSU, like, that's a fun matchup, but I'm guessing the spread is going to be somewhere between like 5.5 to 8 points, and I would take LSU to win by 20 points.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be close.
I don't think so either.
I'm shocked
I think
Clemson was able to.
Yeah, Ohio State. You look at the stats; they smoked them.
Yeah,
almost every stat.
500 some yards.
Other than penalties,
yeah.
They just destroyed them. Across the board, they destroyed them.
Yeah, Clemson got enough lucky breaks to pull out a win. That is not going to cut it twice.
No, LSU is as good as Oklahoma or as Ohio State, or better. So yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not going to get to find out. Like, I was so fucking excited to see LSU Ohio State meet on the field. Like that, I was so excited. Oh, it would have been a perfect matchup. Like, two teams that have looked head and shoulders above the rest all year. Clemson has not been that team this year at all.
No.
So, unfortunately, we're going to have another lackluster playoff final, and Clemson's
Well,
going to get steamrolled.
I'm going to pick Clemson to win.
You are out of your fucking mind. I would take LSU right now to cover the spread, and they don't even have a spread out yet.
Yeah,
I don't even care what the spread is. They're going to cover it.
Well, I'm just going to say
That's
it
what I
that
told
way.
Phil
That way
last
you
night.
get what you want, because if I pick you to win, you're going to lose. So
Well, the only upside to this was I'm in a bowl challenge thing for like $10 through the ESPN app. So I was still able to go and change my Ohio State. Yeah, because you obviously have the 2 bowl game winners meeting in the final. I could still go and change my Ohio State to win the whole thing, because it automatically changed it to Clemson to win the whole thing. I'm like, nope, change that to fucking LSU. Nope. Don't want any part of that. So I still have a slight chance at having enough points at winning that, but probably not. I don't know. I'll see how I'm doing on my bowl sheet. Hopefully I can at least come away with some money on that one. It really fucked me, Ohio State. Thanks a lot, Ryan Day, you piece of shit.
Yeah, goddamn you, Ryan Day. What else you got?
Yeah, that's about all I got. Fuck, it's been so goddamn busy. I'm just glad the holidays are almost over.
Yeah, I got to go back to work tomorrow. I've had a nice little chunk of time off, so not looking forward to that. But
it's been so sporadic for me. Like a day and a half on, 1 off, a day on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 2 days off, day on. Oh God. So yeah, I'm gonna have a full day tomorrow, half a day Tuesday, Wednesday off, 2 days, Thursday, Friday on, Saturday, Sunday off, then finally a full week. And then January, oh my God, I'm so over January already, because I was talking to Lindsay about how...
Hold on, dude, it's December 29th. How the fuck you over January?
Oh my God, it's unreal. We're literally like on the way to Hastings the other day for I think it was our last Christmas. We were talking about schedule. I'm like, yeah, Chicken was talking about, maybe him coming back, or he wants me to come up and do a podcast. And we'd really like to do a live one. She's like, when the hell are you going to do that? I'm like, I don't know. I'd like to do it soon. She's like, well, this is what we got going on this week and this week and this week. I'm like, she starts getting into April. She's in April. I'm like, what the fuck? We're already booked till April? Are you shitting me? So yeah, and a lot of it's like one night here, I'm like, just give me like one night where you figure something out. It'd be nice. But yeah, I got squirrel hunt in January, one weekend, and then the next weekend me and Phil are off to Houston. So it's amazing how quickly shit books up. Ugh, not looking forward to it.
Yeah, Houston trip. That's a Royal Rumble.
Yes, sir. We are fucking ecstatic. We just recorded our announcement for it last night. We actually had to do it twice, because the first time we shot it, I don't know, I fucked the microphone up and we had no audio, so we had to reshoot it. It's disappointing, but we did it, and yeah, we're headed off here. What's the 3rd weekend in January? We'll be there 2 nights, and we're hoping to take in the NXT show the night before, and then the Royal Rumble on Sunday, and we'll head back on Monday.
That'll be fun. Good times.
Oh,
good
yeah, it's
times.
a fucking blast. Yeah, an actual pay-per-view event can be awesome. We're usually on like the Monday or Tuesday night, or the house show. They don't even air on TV, is what we have to settle for live. It's a major pay-per-view. We're pretty stoked.
That's the only shows I've ever gone to, are those house shows. And I would see like a title changeover. Ric Flair all of a sudden becomes a heavyweight champion at this house show, and then you watch Raw the next day and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I just seen him last night win the heavyweight championship. How the fuck is he not the champ now? Like,
the shit they do on the house shows. Back in the day, the stuff that they would do on house shows, they tried to keep it pretty close to what they had the storyline go. Like, because me and Phil, God, what year was it? We actually saw Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar for the undisputed title back in like 2002, maybe, at a Lincoln House show. Obviously, the title didn't change hands. You knew that going in. It's not going to happen. But we got to see Undertaker, Brock Lesnar for the world title. We can say that. We got to see that live. That's awesome. But yeah, like the stuff they do on house shows, like very rarely will they do a title change. Like WCW started doing it. Territory days, you could do it because TV was a different thing back then. But then like late 90s, early 2000s, they didn't do a lot of title changes. They started doing like they take like the TV title because nobody gives a shit about the TV title, and they trade it back and forth between two guys between Monday and Friday. It would change hands like 5 fucking times.
Oh wow!
So that following week, the original guy that had it, he was still champ. But all these little towns got to see these big title changes. But they never fucking acknowledged it on TV. So it's like it didn't even matter. It'd be way cooler if they'd acknowledge it on TV. Like, hey, they traded the belt back and forth. Make it meaningful for those people that got to see it live. But yeah, then they never even announced that it ever fucking happened. So it kind of made it pointless. So they stopped doing it altogether.
I remember it was like 2007. I went to a house show in Lincoln. They went to, what was it? The Lancaster Event Center or whatever. And so got to see, and that was when John Cena was first coming around and first becoming an actual name. DX was kind of like, it was dead. But yeah, like,
oh yeah. No, that was when they finally did. That was their reunion, and then they had one more after that, 2 or 3 after that.
Yeah,
so that was when they first reunited.
It was so weird because, like, in this house show, like, Ric Flair joined DX, won the heavyweight championship. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, DX is back? Like, I thought that shit was done. Like, and I wasn't a big watcher. Like, I used to watch a little bit more in the past. At that, I kind of switched over to UFC at that time. So, like, I was there with one of my buddies, and I was like, yeah, this will still be cool. I get to see Undertaker, I get to see Ric Flair, I get to see Triple H. Like, fuck yeah. Like, yeah, I'll go. You know, it's a free ticket. I ain't got no problem with it. Like, I'm kind of into it, but like I don't know the storylines anymore, so I'm fucking clueless when I watch any of it now.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're watching it and you're like, oh, that was kind of cool. And you know, sometimes the stories you're like, oh Jesus fucking Christ, here we go. But
yeah,
but yeah, I go to watch this house show, and it was actually a really well written and well performed house show, and I was like, so this is Sunday. And they're going to do Monday Night Raw in Omaha tomorrow. None of the shit's going to stick. And sure shit, Monday night, Omaha, I pop it on just to watch it. And where Sunday night I watched Triple H, Ric Flair, and a couple other old DX guys, like all like hugging and raising each other's hands. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ric Flair got a pedigree from Triple H on Monday Night Raw the following night, and Ric Flair was never the champion. And I was like, yeah, these fucking house shows. Like, I was like, I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know if they were testing like what's the storyline look like? Do crowds respond to it? Like, I that's what I imagine those house shows are like. Yeah, like, how's this crowd respond to this? Or how can we piss off everybody in Nebraska today? Like,
yeah, right. No, usually they were always pretty good about protecting the house shows and not, you know, blatantly making it so that they didn't matter. You know, they'd still try to pull the curtain over your eyes. Like, okay, obviously nobody's seeing this except for you fuckers. We're not going to do anything crazy. So I'm assuming that there was something like in the storyline that they were able to reverse it, but they probably didn't even have to bother talking about it too much. But yeah, because like the house shows were always like the primer to the big pay-per-view. That's where the 2 guys or 2 girls or however many, you know, tag teams in the match, they'd get to work those matches in the house shows, so they would get,
it was kind of a workout.
Yeah, it's a workout. They get more comfortable with each other. That way, by the time they get to the pay-per-view, they're firing on all cylinders. They deliver their best performance in front of a huge crowd. It's the same fucking match every night. You know, it's choreographing at its finest. They're working out the kinks. That's what the house show is always good for. So, yeah, to see something like that, I wonder how they went about that. Now I'm curious. I'll have to look into that.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that was the last time I watched a full episode of Raw. Yeah, I don't know. That turned me off. I don't know if that necessarily turned me off. I was already kind of turned off to it. Like, I'm still big into MMA. I'm still big into boxing. Like if I'm gonna pay money on a pay-per-view, I want to see blood. I want to see real blood. I want to see a real fight. Like that's kind of where I landed with it.
Did you see did you watch that Fedor Rampage
fight?
Oh,
the Fedor Rampage fight? That was terrible. That was not what I expected.
No, I saw that previewed. I forgot about it. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I caught it on YouTube this morning, and then I sent it to you. I'm like, holy shit, he's 60 pounds heavier than Fedor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, he
Rampage
looks like a fucking baseball.
Fuck. Rampage is fat as fuck. It's all in his belly. That 60 pounds is straight in his belly. And Fedor hits him with this. Like, I get it. Fedor
wasn't even an uppercut.
No, but like I've seen guys drop to weak punches in the past, but like and I did see the blood trickling from Rampage, and at first it looked like a hard hit, then the replay I'm like, I don't know if it was that hard. And then there was like a delayed reaction from Rampage after he got hit. He stood there for like a half second, and then he like jumps and falls on his belly, and I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yep. It was disappointing is what it was.
It looked like a paycheck. That's what it looked like to me.
Well, regardless, they both got fucking paid, and he looked like he was not in fighting shape. Like he said, yeah, somebody's getting knocked out.
Is that Scott Croker? Is that his name?
Is he the one that runs Bellator?
I don't know.
Probably.
Fucking fixed fight. That was fucking
Bellator's kind of been under the microscope as far as the fixed fights go. So yeah,
that one was
this
like
was in Japan.
Blatant. This was blatant.
This was in Japan.
I know, and it was horrible. It was terrible. Like
you knew Fedor wasn't losing in Japan
when he gets punched from a fucking jab. Waits a half second and then jumps and falls on his fucking belly and then shakes his head no to the ref like no. Like what? That is not Rampage. That is not mixed martial arts. That is not a fight. Like that was just sorry. I'll let you talk.
Yeah.
That one
if you want I get it. I think he probably did get knocked out just because he's so fucking out of shape, and I don't think he was expecting to go further than the first round anyway. He's like, either you're going to knock me out or I'm going to knock you out because I can't go 3 rounds, obviously. But if you want to see Bellator under the microscope as far as fixed fights, watch any of Jake Hager's fights. I think he's had 2.
Yeah. I haven't watched him. I've heard.
He's the former Jack Swagger of WWE. He's a former military. He's in AEW now. He hasn't wrestled in AEW. He's kind of Jericho's bodyguard because he's still doing MMA fights, so he can't, actually wrestle. But both his fights have been really questionable. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, you know what? I really want to. What the fuck?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna pull up that fucking fight. We're gonna go through this real quick.
Why was there a brain?
It's the ad.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll kill the sound for the moment while it's getting through this stupid fucking ad real quick. But this is gonna be the Fedor Rampage fight. So there you see
the fucking knockout.
So Rampage,
nothing else to see.
Oh, we'll skip ahead. Yeah. So Rampage.
There is nothing else.
Rampage used to weigh in at 205.
Yeah.
Now you see that picture of him. That picture was when he was 205. Yeah. Let's skip ahead here. See if they.
About halfway through. Oh fuck!
So being
even the guys,
yeah.
Look at the guys holding up the banner. They're like, this is not going to go well.
Not going to go well. Oh,
a little further back.
Oh,
right about there.
Yeah, this is about right. All right, I'm gonna.
His head. What is it telling you?
Watch this.
I don't want to be where I'm at. I don't
and
want to be in this
fight. Leaps forward. Did you see that?
It was stopped. A good stop.
Yep.
That right there.
It was stopped. A fight. And
I don't know.
This is sketchy right here. Watch his feet. And he jumps forward.
And that's why it was stopped. A good stop.
See that?
Yeah.
That's fucking sketch, dude.
That's why it was stopped. I don't want to be where I'm at. I don't want to be in
Jumps.
this fight. and that's why it was stopped. A good stop by Kevin McDonald.
The Marines.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Did it not look like he jumped forward?
I think that Rampage was in no condition to take a fight against Fedor Emelianenko at any stage of the game.
He was in condition to take a fucking paycheck.
He absolutely was, and this is in Japan, and Fedor don't lose in Japan.
So take a jab in the face and hop forward.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, the first sign where you're in trouble, yeah, that's where you cash out, dude. And that's what he did.
Yeah. I don't know. Bellator's had a lot of shady shit going on in the past. I was hoping they were starting to become a competition for UFC with some fighters jumping ship, but then you get that.
Yep. Then
like I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch WWE.
Well, on that note, then I want to give you some homework sometime and have you watch AEW on Wednesday night just to see.
So what's AEW on? What channel?
TNT.
So Turner picked it back up.
Yep, Turner Broadcasting TNT has wrestling back on its channel, for the first time since 2001. It's crazy. But
so is McMahon still recognizing them? Because that was the one thing that I thought was weird at the get-go, and I think I mentioned it to you, is if you have a competition network starting up, why would you even recognize that they're a fucking thing? And McMahon's like AEW, and he's like getting this whole the pretendy scary face that he fucking does.
No, the only time WWE even acknowledged him was one time Triple H. They were inducting DX into the Hall of Fame before they even had their first show, and Billy Gunn's back there, and he was one of their trainers, bookers, and he's back there like, oh, Vince can't fire me again. And Triple H is like, Vince would buy that pissant company just to fire you again, Billy. Shut up.
Yeah.
So that, and then one time they had one of the guys drop the name AEW just for shock value in the ring, but that's it. Other than that, they don't even acknowledge it. Triple H did mock him one time because Cody Rhodes came out the first pay-per-view and with his sledgehammer, Triple H's trademark sledgehammer, and destroyed Triple H's throne during his entrance. So Triple H during the promo for one of the NXT shows is just him smirking in a big throne, just grinning, big shit-eating grin. Yeah, you're funny. But that's it. On the other hand, AEW can't stop talking about WWE like every
they have to.
week.
Like it's something they have to. They don't have anything to build off of. So,
well, that's just it. Like they have nobody that anybody knows, and that's the downfall. They have Chris Jericho; he's their champ. They have Jon Moxley, who was in WWE for years as Dean Ambrose, big run with the Shield. That was a huge thing. He jumped ship. People know who he is. They have Cody Rhodes, who people know from WWE. He had a decent run. He made his name after that on the Indies in Japan and Ring of Honor, toured up in all those places. People know who he is. That's about it as far as
the
brand names go.
The fact they're still reaching out to the WWE audience tells you they don't have a big enough audience to compete yet. Right.
Well, the whole premise was that we're going to be an alternative. You're sick of sports entertainment. We're going to give you that Attitude Era style wrestling that you've been craving and missing for so long. And at first that sounded great. And now they've got the TV show, and we're kind of like, 3 months into that. And man, they kind of played all their cards early, and their storylines have really tapered off a lot. Like they don't know what direction they're booking things at this point. They're making some shit up. A lot of it's not good. Like, don't get me wrong. They've got some guys that I think have some real fucking potential. On the other hand, they've got a lot of guys who think they're a way bigger deal than they are. Like their tag team, the Young Bucks, they're one of the executive VPs. They think they're a big deal. They weren't even a big deal in Japan, according to Japan. So they're like losing matches thinking they're putting their buddies and other teams over, making them famous. They're just making themselves look stupid. Kenny Omega, you've probably heard the name, probably have no fucking clue who he is.
Right.
He was a big deal in Japan. So now he's over in AEW, losing to people, putting them over, thinking he's getting them over, and he can afford to take all these losses. No, he looks like a fucking jobber now. So it's kind of a shit show. Like there's about 15% good. Most of it's Cody Rhodes and Chris Jericho. And then the guy named MJF, that's about it. The rest of it, it's usually garbage. So that's why I like to, like the AEW fanboys online they will defend it to the death. It doesn't matter how bad it is. They will defend it to the death. But like if WWE did the same shit, they'd lynch him over it.
So
I would love to have you watch it one week just to get your thoughts as somebody who hasn't watched it. Watch it one time, go, what the fuck is this? Or, okay, that was pretty good.
I'm good with that. I don't have a problem with just watching to give some opinion, but I'm more interested in like the data. So like, I'm curious to see like what a WCW viewership was at its heyday with, at the time, WWF. So like, what's the total viewership? Like how many people were watching this at the time? Because did we lose audience? Did we gain audience? Like, where's the audience at? Like, that's my one thing I would want to know. Then the second one would be, how many athletes do I have? Because if I had two big organizations like that were putting on 2-3 hour shows multiple times a week, you had a fuck ton of athletes back then. I remember that. Like, there were a fuck ton of household names in both organizations. I just don't know if you have that today. Like, is it a lack of athletes that don't want to do this anymore because it's fucking terrible, or is it just the money's not there anymore because the viewership's down?
Well, first thing on the audience viewership numbers in the Monday Night Wars, WWF Raw versus WCW Nitro, you would see insane amounts of people watching, millions and millions of people watching.
Oh yeah, it was a big deal.
Both shows, but one show.
I would jump back and forth.
You'd go back and forth between both shows because they were going head to head. But we didn't have, the internet was still kind of somewhat in its infancy, really starting to catch on. We didn't have DVR. We didn't have streaming. So cable.
Now I can watch anything I want whenever I want. Yeah.
Exactly. So the numbers aren't quite the same now as what they used to be. But what you're talking about on the other side is, are there enough, wrestlers to go around? Yes, but it depends what your terminology of wrestler is.
Talented, not only talent on the physical side, but what pulled you in back then in the heyday of the Monday Night Wars was, you had, the NWO saga going on. Well, you had the DX saga going on. Like, you had these characters. Like, okay, Kevin Nash wasn't a great. Sorry, anybody who's really big Kevin Nash fans. Really wasn't that good of a. He wasn't that great of a wrestler.
No,
he had
great
the same
persona and smart.
The persona was there. Same thing. Scott Hall. Not that great in the ring, honestly.
Yep.
But the persona, you love to hate that guy.
Yep.
And then you look at the DX side, like, you had X-Pac was a terrible personality, but he was fucking great in the ring. Like, you watch him do some shit back in the day, you're like, whoa, that's
there was a
nuts.
Balance. Not just that, but you had Sting, Goldberg, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
There's
The Undertaker,
so fucking many.
Bret Hart. Yeah, the names were insane. So now that's the problem. That's where we're at now. Like, that's why viewership is down across the board, and all these like small indie promotions are kind of starting to spring up. It's weird because there's a lot, like MLW, Impact, NWA is kind of coming back. New Japan's pretty big over here now. NXT, Raw, SmackDown, AEW. There's a lot of promotion to watch.
Don't forget about RXW.
Of course, RXW, my mistake. But it's because like WWE has kind of failed at making big new stars over the last 5 years. like we're coming to the end of like, you know, John Cena's run where like he hasn't wrestled a pay-per-view match all of 2019. That's the first time that's happened since he's debuted. So he's at the end of his run. The Undertaker's obviously at the end of his run. He still makes very small appearances once in a while.
Brock Lesnar's got to be at the
Goldberg.
end of his run. Like, how many of them, like, almost all of them are at the end of their run. Like, any recognizable name right now is at the end of their run. Now you have the New Day, which I do know. I know, was it Bret Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
I
was close.
I was say
I don't even watch, and I know that name. So, but outside of that, like, I don't fucking some of the girls. I know some of the girls. If I heard their names, I'd be like, oh yeah, I've heard them before. But outside of the New Day, Bray Wyatt, and the whole Fiend gimmick, I don't fucking know anybody new.
The big two that they've really pushed have been Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and I've heard over with the fans.
I've heard of them. I've watched them. Like my son every now and then wants to watch it, but like they suck. They suck. They're not fun to watch.
Seth Rollins is amazing. Seth Rollins is amazing in the ring. He sucks as a good guy, and they made him a good guy.
They're not fun to watch.
The crowd eventually turned on him. He's
it's
a better
not fun
heel,
to watch.
And now they
it's
just
not
turned him
fun
heel.
To watch.
They turned him heel. They gave him a couple badasses that stand behind him and kick the shit out of people. It's getting good again for him. Roman Reigns, they shoved down the audience's throat. He sucks on the mic. He's fine in the ring. That's fine. He's not bad in the ring. People say he sucks. He's just fine in the ring. He has no mic presence. He has no promo skill. They never should have given him a mic in the first place. They never should have tried to make him a good guy, the successor to John Cena, because John Cena could fucking talk. This guy can't talk.
He could rally a crowd. Yeah. I didn't like John Cena, but I seen why people liked him.
Yeah. And this guy couldn't get over like that as a good guy. So it took him getting leukemia and going away for several months for the crowd to finally appreciate him. Oh my God,
the millennials had to find the victim.
So yeah, he legitimately did have leukemia. He came back. He's overcome it. He's back. He's wrestling again. People are still behind him, but for how fucking long? So WWE's failed to make big stars in the last like 5 years to come up to this point where all the old ones are going to be gone. AEW, on the flip side, thinks that they've got all these guys that were huge in Japan and are going to come over here to this new promotion and just immediately be stars, kick ass, and take all the viewership. That has not fucking happened. You know how big a threat AEW is to WWE? WWE took their third brand, NXT, you know, the fucking feeder system that only aired on the network. They put that on USA. They're putting that head-to-head with AEW. And the numbers, they're pretty fucking close. About 800,000 for both shows, for AEW and NXT. You're getting about 800,000 people watching it live every week. That's how big a threat AEW's been, with fucking Chris Jericho as the only legitimate name.
What's AEW doing for pay-per-view terms? Because at the end of the day, that's is that where you make your money still today? Like, of course, advertising.
Well, they're making
shit
fucking
on their
bank
live
off
shows,
of it.
But
their weekly show attendance has not been great, but neither has WWE's. They are doing pretty good, really, really pretty good pay-per-view sellout numbers, you know, but they're not doing one a month like WWE. They're spacing it out. So that's good. That goes in their favor. But they're still charging $50 fucking a pay-per-view. How long is that going to work?
What's WWE charge?
$9.99 a month, and you get the entire network plus the pay-per-view for free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sometimes you get 2 pay-per-views a month.
Wow. Well, good for WWE. That's way better than it used to be. I remember paying fucking $30.
Yeah, it was $50 bucks.
Yeah, it was like the cheapest I ever seen was like SummerSlam was like $30 one time. I was like, fuck yeah, like
yeah. No, they realize they've got all these tape libraries from their stuff, WCW, ECW, all the old school companies that they bought up, all these tape libraries, plus original content, plus the pay-per-views, $9.99 a month, and you get that plus the monthly pay-per-views. Meanwhile, AEW is doing, every 2-3 months, a $50 pay-per-view. And I'll be honest, most of the time, 2/3 of it is shit.
Yeah.
So they need to fucking step it up. But yeah, like I said, I'd love to have you watch one of their weekly shows just to get your take on it. Because right now they're getting really fucking wacky. And I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to keep it up without doing something desperate.
All right. Yeah, you'll have to let me know when they're next. I'll be home this Wednesday. I don't know.
They're coming back. They took last week off. They're coming back this Wednesday. So there you go. TNT at 7:00 on Wednesday.
Maybe should we have a viewing party just for fun?
Well,
we don't have to air it or even fucking do anything. We can just fucking jump on here and talk shit while watching it if you want to. I don't give a fuck. Get Phil
all right,
on here.
We'll try to do that.
Actually, it might be fun. Just have a
that would make it better.
Viewing shit party or shit talking party. I don't know if I can fucking find a way to view it and stream it on here so we can all watch it together. But I can't figure that out.
Gotta be.
Yeah, censors don't pay attention to that. That doesn't happen. That's illegal. I would never do that.
Yeah, no.
All right, no. Okay. No, I think we hit a lot of shit tonight. Fuck YouTube, fuck Facebook, fuck Twitter, all you assholes. Just keep taking my fucking socks. I'm tired of it. Stop taking my socks. Yes. I bought them. They're mine. I'm showing people my socks, and you keep fucking making them go away. I don't like that shit.
Fucking underwear gnomes.
God damn it. All right.
Yes.
I think that wraps up. Tony, anything for next week or final words, any of that?
No, we touched on a lot of shit. We'll come up with something for next week. Holy shit.
Did we push it to the limit?
Yeah, boy.
Keep it.
Thank you.
Gotta try to get it in every episode at this point.
Absolutely. Mandatory.
All right. Final words, final thoughts. Say goodbye to the folks, whatever.
Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Thank you, fuck you, bye. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. As always, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next week for episode 33. Don't know what the topic is. I don't know. Well, we'll surprise you. Love you.
There
Bye.
you go.